The rainbow people are taking this too far. Well, apparently they got certain protections or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck's going on over here. All right, so this new build house, let's see. It sold 314. Okay. So, oh, dude. Okay, is novations and net listing basically the same thing? No. Net listings are illegal in most places, bro. It is not the same thing. All right. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I just got some kind of pain right here. What is right here? It's like in my rib cage, like below my pec. Yo, I subscribed to Batch Leads, pulled a list, and none of the numbers work. So you pulled the list and then you skip traced it, days gone? You paid to have it skip traced? All right. Let's go back to see, is there anything pending? Oh, bro. This is a clean house pending at 250 and it's 2,100 square feet. This at 275. Can't be updated. 235. 57 days on market. Yeah, this area doesn't seem too great. There's a lot of stuff sitting up on the market, a lot of price cuts. Yes, I paid. Okay, so days gone. Did you skip trace them on Batch Leads, or did you use a different service to skip trace them? Do you take Addy? No. I'm not for Adderall. I think it's a crazy ass thing how overprescribed Adderall is. Just fucking juicing up people on methamphetamines seems like a terrible idea to me, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a doctor. You've been sitting too long. For real, bro. Got to stand and stretch. Maybe. I use Batch Leads. Okay. So when you say none of the numbers worked, what do you mean they didn't work? Like they didn't answer, the numbers were out of service, and how many occurrences of this did you see? What's your opinion on opioids? Also terrible. I think taking painkillers of any kind like that, fucking terrible. They should be highly, highly regulated. Like, there's no reason you should have a fucking prescription for Oxycontin that you can just take whenever and get refills. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's the craziest shit in the world. In fact, I've read all about, there's a really interesting book that I read called The Empire of Pain that talks about Robert Sachs, the guy who made, like, he's one of the reasons why the pharmaceutical industry is so fucked up, but he's like the guy who made like Oxycontin and Vicodin and all these other shits. It's terrible. What's your opinion on ganj? Weed is tight. I'm a fan of some Mary J. I will smoke some weed in probably a couple of hours. That's just me though. All right, this is pending at 380. This is interesting. Why is this pending? 79 days? There's no way. They had to have taken a lower offer. And somebody's trying to sell a house for 539, bro? Nah. All right. I'm going to run it at 200 and 250. Those are going to be my numbers. So, actually, we'll go 275. 1,600 square feet. Full interior remodel. We'll say 60K. Somebody will do it for 40. All right, 126. And then we'll say 225 on the other at 1,300. We'll say 50 on this. 98 for the back. All right. Somebody, what is 126 plus 98? What is that? 124? Or, I'm sorry, 224? Yeah, let's call this guy back. Let's offer him 224K for both houses. All right. Yes, Austie, it is a brick wallpaper.
Hello.
Hey, Israel.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Hey, so I was able to look at the properties with my underwriter, and here's kind of what we found. So, number one, there's a ton of houses that are sitting on the market in this neighborhood, like houses that have been up for 40 to 60 days with a ton of price drops.
Okay.
I think that the front house, the one that's 1600, would sell for 275K on the market after a full interior remodel had been done. And I think the back house would sell for 225K after a full interior remodel.
Okay.
So with that being said, I would need to pay 126,000 for the first one and 98,000 for the second one. So I'd be at 224K for both of them.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no. We're good.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time, Israel.
Hey, yes, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye. I had to tell him what's up. All right. Offer rejected. We'll call him again in a fucking month. See if he changes his mind. But he's not very motivated. So it's the best we can do. And I purposely went really low. I could probably come up like 50 grand. But Republican or Democrat or neither, bro. Both political parties, bro, they're two wings of the same bird, dog. They both got the same agenda. And that's to make you hate the other party, keep you fucking distracted. Bro, identifying as like a Democrat or Republican is like the same to me as being a fan of a particular sports team. Like, it's all a fucking big circus, dude. Divide and conquer. Absolutely, bro. Will you continue to add videos to your course? Yeah, I'm actually I'm working on a new module for SMS right now. But here's the thing is I don't put bullshit out there. So in Wholesaling 101, I'm not going to tell you to do something unless I've tested it and I know it makes money. So there's two things I'm testing right now. Number one, I'm testing PropStream because it's cheaper to get signed up for PropStream over batch. And I want to help out people who are getting started into this, don't have a ton of money to spend on these softwares. So I'm testing PropStream, and if we make money on it, then I'm going to show people exactly how I'm using PropStream in the program. There'll be new videos. I'm also testing a product called Launch Control, which people use to text blast. So I'm testing it out. I pulled some data on PropStream, and we're going to be sending out texts on Launch Control. And if it works and we get deals, then I'm going to show people in Wholesaling 101 exactly how I did it. But I'm not just going to say, hey, this is what I'm trying. You guys go do this. Go sign up for these programs until I've tested them and I know they make money. All right, new list drop on 101, boss man. Yes, guys, I dropped the new list in Wholesaling 101 like yesterday. So there's 10,000 records in Arizona and 10,000 records in Tennessee. They're both available in the course. And guys, if you guys are wanting to get into wholesaling right now, now's the time, man. Wholesaling 101, there's 20,000 leads that I just fucking listed that you can go get in there for $69. To give you an idea, it cost me fucking 10 cents every single record I skip trace, and I just skip traced 20,000 of them. That's $2,000. All right. Love how you circle back to what you do as where you started. You paid people to learn from. Yeah, absolutely, man. Got to give back. It's my duty, dude. Wes Watson said it beautifully, bro. You need to become the man that you admire and then give that man as a gift to the world. I admired people who were out there crushing wholesaling and showed other people how to do it. So that's what I need to do. All right, Ruben, I like it. Hit that AZ list, dog. And if you need help comping, you hit me up and I'll help you out. How's the dog, bro? Gamble's doing well, man. Meredith was just sending me some Snapchats. He's out lounging by the fucking pool right now. He's living the life. All right, let's move on to the next lead. What do we got next? Denver. I like it. Okay, so days gone. So I pulled a list of 36. I went through 6, called every single number. The numbers went through voicemail. The ones that didn't. Okay, well, days gone, bro.
Your message for.
You can't expect everybody to answer, dog. I just bought Wholesale 101 today. Let's go, Matrix. I'm excited to get to know you on, I guess, next week's call. All right. I run a OFM agency. I use my girls to get a buyer for my first wholesale. Damn. Look at you, bro. You're big pimping. How many JV deals do you do a month? 0, bro. I don't do a lot of JV deals. I would only JV with people that are in wholesaling 101 too.
Please leave your message for...
All right. How did the Closers Olympics go? Not well, Cake Pop. Not well. I got knocked out first round. I feel like I didn't really get a great opportunity. I was only able to talk to 2 different people. Neither of them were that motivated. I did what I could. I felt like I did all that I could, with the people I was able to talk to. But, other people, I guess, just did better than me. So that's what it is. What day are the calls? Guys, the Wholesaling 101 calls are on Tuesdays. 7 p.m. on a Friday, nobody answered? Nah, Ryan. See, 7 p.m. on a Friday is a great time to call. You want to know why? Number one, it's after 5, so most people aren't at work, right? Yes, there are people who have the weekend job, whatever. But most people aren't going to be at work at 7 p.m. They're going to be home, which means they have time to answer the phone. So, dude, after 5 p.m. is an amazing time to call. I like calling on the weekends, too. Once you assign the property to the buyer, do they need to pay the fees? Yes, the buyer pays all the fees. Yo, Riley, I appreciate that, dog. Thank you, man. How do you feel about guys closing deal? Here's the thing, bro. Yes, guy got the contract, right? Props to him for that. But that deal is going to be very hard to sell. So look, there are other comps that sold on the market after being on the market for fucking months and months on end that sold for $5,000 and he got it for $1,000. I don't know who you're going to wholesale, or he got it for $1,000. I don't know who you're going to wholesale that land to. I would never lock up that deal. But, look, he got the contract, so I got to give it to him. What are the chances of your deals not getting sold? Well, here's the thing, dude. A bunch of things can come up that can cause a deal not to sell. All the time, dude, the sellers say one thing about the property, and we go there, and it's just so much more fucked up than what they said. And so we either have to renegotiate or cancel the deal. Also, title issues come up that cause us not to be able to sell it, right? There's a million things that can happen that can cause you not to be able to close a deal. One more thing. Are the houses on batch leads that are off market, are the sellers actively trying to sell them, still trying to learn some more? No. No, they're off market. If they're actively trying to sell them, they'd be on market. Yo, what's up, Braden? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I watched all the guys, Lee. I watched that last guy, too. How did the price they factor into rankings? You just got to get any contract. Yeah, well, here's the thing is they have that's another thing about the Closers Olympics, bro. The rubric they have that they're judging people on, I don't know about it, man. Now, look, here's the thing I'm going to say. This is one thing I'm talking from the outside. I'm not actively involved in it, so, I don't know the whole story or anything. But I don't really agree with that rubric, and I don't think that the other judges are, really, there's no uniform way that they use the rubric. So if you look at it, there was one thing for net ROI, right? That was something that you could get 5 possible points on. If you get a contract, net ROI. So you could get up to 5 points depending on how much you were supposed to make or how deep you got the deal. And I don't know. Did you learn anything from Closers Olympics contestants? Yes. One thing I learned is, so Jen, the girl who was competing, she was phenomenal, by the way. If I was looking at it, I think she should have advanced. But she was so good. And one thing I learned from her is she handled this objection talking about Open Door beautifully. She did 2 things extremely well. Number one, she used a third-party story to describe the cons and the pitfalls of selling to a big iBuyer like Open Door or OfferPad. She used a third-party story, which was phenomenal. And the third-party story she used was great. She says, hey, listen, I'm glad you brought them up. I want to tell you a story about a person that I was speaking with. His name was whatever the fuck. And, he ended up deciding to go to Open Door because their offer was $50,000 higher than mine was. And, absolutely got to take that. But then guess what happened to him? The day before closing, they came to him and they said, hey, based on the repairs we saw, we actually need to be here. And then there was $10,000 less than what I was offering. Right. And now, look, this is something that actually happens when people sell their house to Open Door. So the whole thing was done very beautifully. She did a great job with that. Is it even really sales and wholesaling? It's entirely sales, bro. How do you negotiate if the condition is worse than what they said? I say, yo, look, dude, we talked on the phone. You said this and this, and I'm looking at these pictures right now. Why is there this? That's going to cost an extra $20,000. Who's supposed to pay that? So that's how I negotiate it. Do they wait for people to actually sell / close their deals? Nah. Hey, Tyson, love the vids. One question. Hey, first of all, Albert, I appreciate it. It takes forever when calling from poll lists. How can I make it go faster and not waste my time, you know? Using a multi-line dialer, Albert. What's the biggest risk? There's no risk in wholesaling. You can back out of contracts for free. Like, there's no risk whatsoever. G Money, yes, I know of people who are crushing with texting to find deals. I'm testing out texting right now. I'm going to start testing it out on Monday. On Monday, my account should be ready, so I'll actually be doing it live. So I'll hop on here. I'll show you guys my screen and everything, and I'm going to go out, send texts and whatnot, and you guys can see how it goes.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Is it robo-texting openers? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What multi-line dialer do you recommend? Dude, all dialers work well. If you want, I would try Batch. You can use code Tyson for a 7-day free trial. That's the one I recommend to people, just because it's pretty easy to use. You and Jen were definitely the best on the phone presence. I appreciate that. Guys, Jen was fucking really good. She was really, really good. I was very impressed by her. I thought she definitely did better than me. Who are you texting? Leads that were brought in by website bots? No. I would be texting. I pull a list the same way I'd pull a list to cold call, and I just text the numbers rather than calling them. How are you going to use AI if you are? Eventually, I'd like to get, as AI gets better, as like a lead manager. Like fucking if AI could like sit there, text leads, qualify them, and then pass them off to a closer, that'd be great. But right now, dude, I just use fucking AI as a personal assistant. Writes all my fucking emails and shit for me. Can you use smartphone for cold calling? That's what I use, Jelly. Judge said he liked your cadence. I do too. I appreciate that. I feel like that's definitely something I'm good at. What are your thoughts on Enterprise Elite? I joined their course, was not impressed at all. I don't know what Enterprise Elite is. How much for you to mentor me? So, Albert, I do Wholesaling 101. That's my introductory mentor program. It's $69 a month, man. You can learn more at www.wholesaling101.io.
Your call has been forwarded.
I'm calling through the leads from the competition right now, by the way. I'm calling through those same leads, and they're still not answering.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 210.
They provided the leads, Brooks.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Damn, dude. You need some of these people to pick up. Yeah, luck of the draw for sure. There's definitely an element of luck to it, you know?
Your call has been forwarded.
Because you really only get 30 minutes. But here's the thing is, I don't know how they would allow you to have more time. It would take way too long, you know? Boys,
Hi, you've reached 831-392.
I am so fucking hungry, bro. I swear to God. I'm at the point in the cut where, like, in the morning, because I eat breakfast before I go work out, like, after I work out, when I get to the office, I'm just so hungry from, like, 9 o'clock to 11, and then I eat lunch at noon, and today I ate 2 protein bars for lunch, and then I'm so hungry from, like, 3 to 5, and I eat at 6, but, dude, those fucking little windows, man, are brutal. I'm still not getting like crazy bad cravings at night, which is good. Like as it gets deeper into the cut, like around like I'll get also just pangs of hunger at like 8 that are tough. Because at that point you're home, right? You got the fridge and shit right there. So it takes a lot of discipline. All right. Did you have to deal with cold calling anxiety when you started? What are some tips? Guys, here's what I'll say about cold calling anxiety. Number one, you have to look at what's the worst thing that can happen, right? If you're worried about cold calling, you need to understand the absolute worst thing that can happen is that the person says no, says you're an idiot, tells you to fuck off, and they hang up the phone. That's the worst thing that can happen, right? But what's the best thing that can happen? The best thing is you could find a deal that can make you $50,000, $100,000. It could change your life. That's what I like to call asymmetric risk, where the best case scenario is amazing and the worst case scenario is really low. That's one thing. The second thing is that you have to understand that to be good at something, you have to start by being bad at something. Like, nobody just does something for the first time and they're immediately a master at it. It takes time to build up the reps to get good at something. You know what I'm saying? And all things that are worth being good at take time, right? So you have to realize that, look, you just got to accept I'm going to be shitty at this at the beginning, but fuck it. I'm going to put my reps in because I know what it can get me. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's just not true. Aha. Yes, Brink 901, exactly. It is absolutely all about the numbers. So that was something for me, is like, especially when I got started and I was getting some deals and I like backtracked the numbers, I realized that every single time I dialed the phone, it was worth like $20 technically because of how many dials it took me to get that first deal and how much I made. So it's like, fuck, dude, if every single time I press call, I'm technically getting $10, no problem to fucking press call 100, 200 times a day. Okay, my favorite state and city is Phoenix, and that's just because I live here. All states have good markets. You need a phone set up with a personal work toilet? That'd be interesting. Oh shit. All right, it's already 4:30. Goddamn. All right, I gotta jump off, boys. I got somebody from Thumbtack coming to build some furniture for me. I ordered Meredith ordered a table for like our front entrance, you know, to like put some shit on, whatever. And I hired somebody from Thumbtack to build it, because I fucking took all the shit out of the packaging and looked at the manual, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. So I got somebody from Thumbtack for like $100 to come build it. So I gotta go home and fucking meet them. But guys, I'll be live tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a bunch of cold calls and shit tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you click follow. You'll get notified when I go live next. But appreciate